What's going on, everyone? It's Clayton the Gamer here, bringing you guys the first video in a new series I'm starting on my channel called Swarm Sundays. This is the first episode in this series. It's Black Ops 2. I'll be doing this as long as I can keep posting swarms for you guys, and as long as Black Ops 2 is relevant on my channel. So the first video in this series is going to be tips on getting the swarm. For the rest of these videos in this series, I might just do sort of stories in real life, or I might do more tip videos like this. But getting straight into the tips, since I don't have too much time. Actually, this is a 34-0 gameplay I want to let you guys know, and it's only one round of domination. By the end of the game, I was like 47-3, but I only get the swarm in the first half of the game. I almost got a double swarm, but unfortunately I didn't. So getting into the tips for this video, normally I would say hardline, use that because it reduces the amount of kills you need in a streak by 1, but since hardline works differently in this game, I'm not sure how effective it is in going for swarms with it. So you can try it out. I haven't tried it out. I don't want to try it out just because it's confusing. It doesn't work the same because it goes by score now rather than kills. So that's up to you guys. That's your prerogative. Play objective. Definitely do that, because when you hop on objectives and get kills while capturing objectives or defending them, it counts for more points on your streak than it would normally, which is always helpful to get those added little bonuses. For example, when you're capturing a flag, you'll get 200 points a kill, rather than when you're just defending it, you'll get like 125, I believe. And then taking down air support, I personally use rocket launchers on all my classes, since I don't really touch secondaries that much. I don't really use pistols. Half the time they're just sitting there, and then every now and then when I need to finish up an enemy really quickly, I'll switch to a pistol, but that happens very rarely. So I'd rather just have a rocket with me, and every time they have a UAV out or something, the enemies take some sort of air support and they call it in, I can easily just take it down within a couple seconds. And they usually take only 1 or 2 rockets. You never have to go for those big pieces of air support typically, so it's pretty easy to get in 1 rocket lifetime, I guess you could say, and it's another added bonus to your streak. I also say runs with score streaks that help add to your next score streak. For example, in this video I'm using the stealth chopper, so I get points from getting kills with that. I know all the score streaks in the game do this, but some of them give you more points than usual. For example, I'm also using the VSAT, and when you're running with a good team and you have like a UAV or a counter UAV and a VSAT, this team is going to be getting constant kills, and it's going to keep adding to your streak, which is always helpful. Another one I would say is, since now there's skill-based matchmaking, it makes it more difficult to find these lobbies where there are noobs and not very experienced players. So I would say look for lobbies with not so great opponents, not so experienced players, by having party hosts, so people that are hosting the party or the lobby that you're in. Or if you don't play in a party, this wouldn't actually apply to you. But run with party hosts that don't have a high score per minute. Anything above a 300, in my opinion, is considered high. So aim for anything below that. I currently have a 380 score per minute, but I run with party hosts that tend to have anywhere from a 150 to a high 200 score per minute. This method doesn't always work, though, because some people, even though their score per minutes are low, it could just be them lowering their score per minutes on purpose in order to get into these noob lobbies. I also heard that prestiging puts you in sort of a new set of players that aren't as new to the game as the players that don't prestige. So I would say if you don't really want to prestige and you're fine with having a lower amount of classes and all that stuff, I would say don't prestige. I personally might even reset my stats just because I'm having a bit of a hard time with the game, although that's again just your option. Personally, I don't really know if these methods work all the time, also because they barely ever do work for me. I've only been getting about 2 or 3 good games out of every 5 to 10 games in general. I'd usually go negative or even in these games where I'm not facing noobs. So again, this is all just sort of theoretical almost, and it's up to you to go test it out and see if it works. If you don't play with anyone, I guess you could purposely lower your score per minute by just camping and getting those like 5-0 games where you just sit in one corner the whole game. You don't cap anything, you don't do any objective work at all, you just get those 5 kills and then that's it. End up with like a 2 score per minute or something like that. Not necessarily a 2, but somewhere around like 100 or 200, somewhere in the lower sort of tier of score per minutes than you would find with players that do amazing every game that get like 400 score per minutes. Then again, those players might not do as good because they might run into more experienced players every now and then. But you sort of should get what I mean by all this. This is pretty much near the end of the video though, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this new series. If these tips did help you out, let me know in the comment section below by leaving a comment saying they helped you out, or just leave a like rating. Anything. Suggest new videos in the future by leaving a comment below, and suggest new topics by leaving a comment below for the next week's Swarm Sunday. Thank you all for watching. My name's Clayton the Gamer. Remember to stay husky, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.